And welcome back. It's now time for your lunchtime sports. Two-time Olympic double sprint champion Stacey Williams, Kiara Grant, as well as Danielle Thomas Dodd and Laudrika Cameron are the other Jamaican women slated to compete at the meet. Now, on the men's side, Commonwealth Games champion and reigning National Sportsman of the Year Rashid Broadbell will face two-time world champion Grant Holloway in the men's sprint hurdles. Julian Fort, Nigel Ellis and Sachin Dennis, as well as Akeem Bloomfield, are the other Jamaican men down to compete at the meet. Football now, defending Premier League champions Harbourview had to come from behind during a 1-1 draw with the struggling fellow Premiership team Chapelton Maroons in their first leg quarter-final match in the JFF Links Cup knockout competition at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex on Thursday evening. In the second game of the doubleheader at the venue, it was Chapelton Maroons who took the lead through Asani Roberts in the 21st minute before Sean Daly equalised for the Stars of the East minutes later. Meanwhile, Premier League leaders Cavalier were held to a 1-1 draw by Mount Pleasant FC in their first leg quarter-final match in the opening game of the doubleheader. The 2021 champions Cavalier opened the scoring in the 50th minute through Ronaldo Webster, but Atafoy Bygrave with 2 goals in 2 games evened things up in the 80th minute to put the St. Anne-based team back in the tie. The second leg quarter-final matches will be held next week, Wednesday and Thursday, April 19 and 20 respectively, also at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. Netball news now. Sunshine Girls head coach Connie Francis says she's banking on the experience of the squad to deliver a medal for Jamaica at the upcoming Netball World Cup in South Africa. The last time the Sunshine Girls stood on the podium at a Netball World Cup was the 2007 edition in New Zealand, when the country secured a bronze medal. But with experienced players such as Captain Janelle Fowler, Romelda Aking, Shamira Sterling, Kaden Dehaney and Shanice Beckford to call on, Francis says the Jamaicans can secure a medal this time around.
Youth and experience. We have in our squad players who have been to 3 World Cup, 2 World Cup. So they come with that experience, especially the ones who are playing in Australia. They'll be playing again. They are playing against the same players that we'll be meeting at the World Cup. So I think it's really a plus for us. I know that others are saying the same thing, that's a plus for them in their preparation. But based on the last time, the way how we play collectively, when we put everybody together, I think that we do have a shot.
Now, having secured an historic silver medal at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham, England last year, Francis says the world number 4 ranked team knows what it takes to defeat the best in the world. But she says they will not be underestimating their conditions and opposition that they'll face in Cape Town.
And I know that, first of all, we have to go through South Africa. And they're the host team. And the last time the South Africans were the one who beat us and didn't allow us to go forward. So we're also mindful of that. You know, home court advantage. We know that we have to play Australia in order to make the final. So these are some of the things at the back of our mind in the preparation, and the girls know it. And I tell you that they have their plans on how to put their body in shape. So we're preparing them the right way that we can, all hands on board, to ensure that we are better than the last time we actually performed.
The Sunshine Girls finished 5th at the 2019 Netball World Cup in England, which was their worst placing since the 1995 edition in Birmingham. The 2023 Netball World Cup will be held from July 28 to August 6 in Cape Town, South Africa. Then finally, battle lines have been drawn between 2019 winners, the Manchester Spurs, and 2017 champions, St. Anne Orchids, ahead of today's opening match of the best-of-3 final in the Netball Jamaica Elite League at the National Arena. The third-place match between the Kingston Hummingbirds and St. Catherine Racers will tip off at 6 p.m. ahead of the 7:30 start of the final. Game 2 in the final is set for April 16, with a possible third game scheduled for April 21. And that is it for your lunchtime sports. And I am Jermaine Brown. Shane, back to you.
Thanks, Jermaine. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shane Masters, join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the News, Sports and Production teams, have a good afternoon.